Okay, what's up guys? So, our video for today is about 4WD Bluetooth controlled car. So, for this project, we'll be needing an Arduino board. We have here a sensor shield B5, L298 motor driver, HC05 Bluetooth module, uh, male balloon, 2 slot 18650 battery holder, a couple of connectors, and our car kit. So we will be mounting these items on the car kit, and we will control this car by using our cell phone via Bluetooth. So firstly, we're going to mount these items. Okay. So for this project, we will going to use double-sided tape to mount the components. So we will rapid prototype this one so that we can move on to the programming phase as soon as possible. So we have here the Arduino with the sensor shield. So once we mounted our Arduino board, we can now put our sensor shield above our Arduino board. Then our battery holder, our motor driver, and our Bluetooth. So I will stick these modules after, since the pin labels are beneath the module. So as you can see here, you can see the labels underneath the module. So first, we're going to wire up the power of the module. So by using this connector, balloon connector, male connector, we can now have insert a jack on our Arduino board. So we will connect the batteries here on our jack, and at the same time we will going to connect extra wires on this so it can power up our L298 motor driver. So we will be needing a male-to-male connector to extend the power line of our batteries. So let's put it in this jack. So as you can see, the jack has label on it. So you have the positive and the negative. So we will insert our white connector here and then our black here. So at the same time, we will insert the red wire of our battery holder here and the black wire at the negative side of the connector. So we will first insert our okay, we have now connected the supply of our Arduino from our batteries. So we have here a connector uh, to power up our motor driver. So as you can see here, this is our L298. So we have the label here, 12 volts, ground, and 5 volts. So we were going to connect this from our battery to the 12 volts and the ground pin. So let's connect 12 volts ground. And in addition, we will connect additional ground wire from the L298 so that we can have a common ground with our Arduino board. So for this, we will going to use male to female connector. We will insert this on the middle part. So as you can see, let me focus. There. So let's tighten the screws of the terminal block, and let's check for the connection if it is tight enough. Okay, so we have the 12 volts pin and the ground wire connected. So we were going to connect also a wire for our 5 volts. So we were going to use a male to female again to connect this 5 volts of the motor driver. Okay. So once we have a wire, we can now connect the 5 volts into our sensor shield. So as you can see, the sensor shield, let's focus again, has G, V, and S. So the G stands for ground, V is VCC, and S for signal. So we can now choose whether here for the 5 volts or here in the middle part. So it's up to you, as long as it is connected on the VCC or 5 volts. So let's go to connect it here. Okay. And as for the ground, we will connect the ground to the ground pin. Okay, so let's focus. So this is our VCC, and this is for the ground. So as you can see, you have G, V, and S. So the whole row, upper row is the ground, and for the second row, the whole row is for VCC or 5 volts. So okay, so we now connected the power line of our motor driver. So for the signal pin of our L298 here, you can see the 1 and 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, and 1 and 4. So these pins controls the motor driver whenever to move forward, move backwards, left and right. So for this project, we're going to use pins 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we will connect the pin 1 and 1 to pin 2. 0, 1, 2. I and 2 we will connect to pin 3. I and 3 to pin 4 and IN 4 to pin 5. So we now have the signal line of our motor driver connected on our Arduino board through the sensor shield. So we can now uh, put our motor driver on our car kit. Okay. So for the Bluetooth, we will be using 4 pins: the VCC, the ground, TX, and RXD. So we will be using a female to female connector for this module. Okay. We will connect the VCC on the positive 5 volts of the sensor shield. So our VCC is green wire. We will connect it here since the Bluetooth module uses the serial communication. So we will be using the TX and RX pin of our Arduino. So this TX and RX is connected on pin 0 and 1 of our Arduino. So for our BCC, we will connect it here with the positive. For the ground, we will connect it on the negative. For the TX, for the Bluetooth TX, we will connect it to the RX of our sensor shield. And for the TX, for the RX, we will connect TX to our sensor shield. So okay, we can now mount our Bluetooth shield in our car kit. So let's put it here. And for the motor connections, we have 4 wires for each side. So one for the left side and one for the right side. So let me turn this. So we will gonna find out which one is the left side and the right side. So for the connection of the motor, we will connect the red wires together and the black wires together. So we have the wirings here of the left side and we have the wirings here for the right side. So let's connect it. So we will be joining the red wires together and connect it to our motor driver. So okay, so the next thing we'll do is to upload the code. You can check the code on the description below. So after you download it, you can now upload the code into your Arduino board. So let's open our code. So you can now see the code uh, open on my Arduino IDE. So just remember to disconnect the RX and TX if you are uploading the code, since our computer serial port uses the pin 0 and pin 1 of our Arduino to upload the code. So, and since our Bluetooth module also uses the pin 0 and 1, so while the Bluetooth is connected, the TXRX, the code will not upload to your Arduino if the Bluetooth is connected. So what we're going to do is to disconnect the TX and RX temporarily while we upload the code. So to upload the code, let's check for the board Arduino Uno. My port is COM8. So if you check these parameters, then we can now upload the code. So once the code is uploaded, you can now put the Bluetooth TXNRX to your sensor shield, which is connected to your Arduino. So okay, that's it for our code. So let's connect it back to our sensor shield. So okay, that's it. We have now uploaded our code. So to test our car kit, we're going to test it here in our table. We're going to just lift it a little. In my case, I am going to put something on the bottom so the wheels are not touching the table. So since we are doing our testing in our table, we are not going to make this car kit run on our table, so it's going to do a lot of mess. So for our testing, I am going to use 18650 batteries. Okay, to test our code. So now that we have power up our car kit, we can now download a free app on our Play Store. So let me show it to you. So just search for this app on the Play Store. So Arduino Bluetooth control. So this is a free app that we can use for our 4WD Bluetooth control car. So once installed, let me show you the app itself. So but before that, let me show you how to set up our Bluetooth. So I have paired the HC05 of the of our car kit here. So let me show you how to, let me unpair first. So if you open up your Bluetooth settings, you can see the HC05 on your available devices. So we're going to pair the HC05 into our phone. So it will request a pin. So usually the default pin is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So once paired, we can now open the Arduino Bluetooth controller. So once opened, we have here the user interface. So for this, we're going to connect the app on our Bluetooth module. So we will select this, refresh, and we will see your available devices paired on your phone. So let's select AC05. So once selected, we will be using the arrow keys to control our car kit. But before that, we were going to configure the data will be that we will be sending to our Arduino. So for the app, we're going to send capital A. So please remember that the data we will be sending to our Arduino are case sensitive. So I set the data here as capital letters. So for up, capital letter A. For down or backwards, letter B. For right, capital letter C. And left, for capital letter D. So once we configure the keys, uh, check this checkbox button sensitivity so that we can send continuous data to our car kit. So if we hold on the forward button, the car will move forward continuously. So that's the parameters we need uh, on this project. So once it is okay, you can now use the app. So as you can see here, our Bluetooth blinks twice every how many seconds. That indicates that our app is connected on our Bluetooth module. The wheels turn this way. So our front of our car kit is this part. So we will going to swap the pins here so that our direction forward is this way. So let's switch first our connection of our DC motors. So now if you press on the forward button, you can now see the direction of the wheels is going to our right. So if we press on backwards, so the wheels are going to the direction of to our left or backwards. So if we press the right, uh, this side this side of the wheels goes forward, and this side of the wheels goes backward. So the robot or our car kit is turning right. So if we press on the left, alternate. So these wheels are going forward and these wheels are going backwards. So it will turn to the left. So our Bluetooth controlled car is now complete. So for the batteries, you can check for our YouTube video about how to choose batteries for your projects. So I hope you learned something from these videos, and let me do a separate video for the actual testing of the 4WD car. Okay, 4W car. So I hope you like the video, and please like and subscribe to our channel for more tutorials and updates. So that's it for now. Bye bye.